Hello everyone. Well, I don't know about everyone else, but I'm just about recovered from Christmas and New Year. I've had a bit of gout. Bloody painful, I can tell you sometimes. It hasn't been that bad, but it's been... I've had it hanging around me for ages, but I didn't really make a connection with it. I've had it in the past, I should have known better, really. I've struggled about for probably about the past 2 months. But I took a couple of tablets the other day, flaring. And I'll tell you what they're like, they work almost instantly. Within a couple of hours, you know, the pain eases off and you know, you can start sort of getting on with your life again, because other than that it's just so debilitating. Enough about that really, that is what it is. Really I've got to stop drinking. Well, drinking so much I suppose, but there you go, that's that. I thought I'd show you my new toy, which I picked up for myself just before Christmas really. 80 quid on eBay. It was up for £99, offers accepted. I threw an £80 offer in and he accepted it. It wasn't in the greatest condition, still ain't in the greatest condition, but it's working, it's fully functional. The only problem, I mean, it didn't come with a fence, which apparently are pretty rubbish anyway on most of these models, because there's a lot of, there was actually a lot of different people that market this particular style of fitness of planer, but they all look the same, painted a different colour. Sometimes the blades are a little bit different, but other than that they're all pretty much the same. And they all complain about the fence anyway, and they always modify it. So that's something I shall be doing, is modifying the fence and extending the table underneath so that the any pieces that you put through don't drop down, and give you, I think, I can't remember what they called it now, something that when it bites the end of the bit of wood, I can't remember the term they use for it, but I'm sure someone will know, and if you want to mention it and let people know what it's called. Snipe? Something like that. Anyway, yeah, so, and I'm pretty pleased with it. I've had a little play. I've run a few bits through. That was pretty much like that, and I've just sort of, you know, that's what I'm talking about, this little bit of snipe at the end of that. If you can see where the, it just catches the end. Yeah, apart from that, I mean, what I should do, if anything I need to use at times, I'll plane it at a long length, and if I've got any problems, I'll try and cut it to length afterwards, cutting those imperfections off. But I was pretty pleased with that, because as I've showed you, you've seen in other videos, I do these signs. I mean, they've got to be rustic, but sometimes they're a little bit too rough, or they're concaved, you know. So I can take a bit of that off, and a lot of the time, I don't mind the face of the signs being a little bit off, because that's sort of the charm of them. But when you're trying to put a bit of batten on the back and it's all wibbly wobbly, it's nice to have them all at the same sort of thickness, if you like. So they'll be nice and straight for that. And that's about it. But it's pretty good. Stop button practically missing, but it's not a stop button as one of these locking ones anyway. It's just push that, so that does the job. So yeah, quite pleased with that. Same old really. All I seem to be doing is clearing up, making a mess, clearing up. But the only other thing is let's move my tripod over a little bit. Bear with me, folks. Let's put that over there like that. Oh, right, so right, let's see if I can adjust this a little bit. No. Oh, hold on. I don't know. Anyway, look, that's my door. So I've managed to put a couple of blocks on to hold the hinges. I put the hinges on the van, and yeah, that's sort of working pretty well at the moment. So I'm quite pleased. It went a little bit out of square where I put this bottom block on, and that block wasn't wasn't quite square, so it sort of sent it out a little bit, but it's not the end of the world. I can, you know, titivate about with it and get that done. So let's have a walk round and show you. So that's a block on top of that. I've glued it and screwed it. Another one there. The hinges are on. I placed. You can't. I don't know if you can see it in the video, but I put the rear valance on, which I wasn't going to use, and I'm still not sure if I am going to use it. Because I was just going to make like a box valance on it, but it does look nicer with it on, I must say. It's an aftermarket one, so it ain't the greatest fitting one anyway. So again, a bit more titivating, a bit more jiggery pokery, and you know, that'll be okay for me. It'll suit me. I just want to get the damn thing back on the road now. It was never supposed to be a restoration. It was literally a blowover, because the guy that had it before me had hand painted it with Dulux, rollered it and hand painted it with Dulux paint. So that in itself, it was a job just to get that off. The filler, there was so much filler on the bottom of it. I decided to pull all that out. Put new rear corners on it. Repaired a seal on one side. Still got to replace the seals on the other side, but I had painted it. Because again, I just keep trying to get it done, something, get it back out. It was never an intention to have it out off the road for so long. But what with some sort of minor illness and stuff, well, shingles, if you call that minor, didn't feel minor at the time. It's delayed me quite a bit. But and now it's bloody freezing. I've got a little fire, a little wood burner. But with a van in the way, it ain't really a great effect unless I'm working around outside, and there ain't a lot of room around outside to work. So I've got a blow heater as well, so gas blow heater. So if it really gets cold, I can put that on. But other than that, you know, a few layers, and it's okay, isn't it? And as long as it ain't raining, I can't stand the bloody rain. It gets on my tits. Because I'm backwards and forwards to the house to the garage, and you know, it's just horrible, isn't it? Rain's horrible. You can't go outside. You're always restricted. Mind you, I've got plenty to do in here, so it ain't like, yeah. It's not like I need to spend too much time outside anyway. I've got enough to do in here. I'll spend all bloody day in here, really. But yeah, that's about it, really. I've got a new tool mortiser that I've been trying out. I've had it round me for some time, but it's not really working out for me. It ain't got enough power, so I shall be putting that on eBay soon. I think I might be able to get about £100 for it, thereabouts. Even if I get 80 quid, that'll pay for me fitness. As I say, I'd rather do a mortise and tenon with bloody, you know, with a saw and a chisel, you know. So yeah, bloody hell. I learned to do my first mortise and tenon joint when I was about 12 or 13 in a woodwork class at school. I made myself a little old chess table, which I've still got in the loft. So, which I might actually bring down and stick in the garage. I might have to do a few little adjustments to it, mind, because it ain't as good as I remembered it. But there you go. I was quite pleased with it at the time. Yeah, that's it really. So, well, we've got a new year ahead of us. You know, so let's hope it's better than the last. You know, even if you had a good year last year, I hope it's better than the last year, so you have an even better year. So let's hope these poxy politicians sort themselves out and you know, start, you know, taking care of the people and not themselves like they all do, every one of them. I've got no time for any of them, to be honest with you. So that's about it, really. I'm just going to get on out here today, see what I can get done, have a tidy up, I suppose. As always, first thing. And try and, well, make a list up. Make a list. And work my way through it. I've got a list somewhere, but I lost it. I don't know. Alright, folks, have a good one. Have a good rest of your week. And yeah, that's it. Hope all goes well for you. Cheers.